Hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. What's going on, Crypto Nation and universe? Yo! So, have you guys seen any of the new hardware leaks at all? Do you pay attention to any of the new tech that's coming out soon? Well, I have. Check this stuff out, guys. Boom. The Zotac GTX 1660 Ti. Now you guys are like, oh, I know, I like Asus, I like GeForce, I like NVIDIA directly, or Asus. Well, if you like Asus, they're great for mining. I've got a bunch of them sitting over here, mining away the Asus 1070s. They're very good cards. I was able to overclock the hell out of them. But if you've ever used Zotac, you will understand why I'm kind of excited about it. Not that I'm going to be running out and grabbing this 1660 Ti. I'm actually kind of tore up between either this one or another one, and I'll show that one in a second too. But let's get on with this one now. Zotac is a power-hungry cards. You can sit there and just throw power, stupid amounts of power, until they fry on you. These are one of those cards that basically had the limitations taken out. You can push these cards until they crash out, until they burn up, whatever you want. Which also makes them not just beautiful cards for gaming on, because you can overclock them very nicely, throw the powers to keep them stable. But because of their ability to overclock the way you want, they're great for mining too. I know a bunch of people who use the Zotacs for mining, and they love them. They are also very hard to get your hands on. And when you do find one of the Zotac, especially if you get like the GTX 1070 Ti Zotacs, the Extreme Amp Editions, they go for astronomical amount of money compared to all the rest of them. There's a reason for it. But the Zotac on this one, they're going to be coming out a little bit later on this year with them, which is cool. Going to have a single 8-pin power connector on there. The 1660 Ti's will not have ray tracing on them. They will just be basically the 2060 dumbed down a little bit. But they're supposed to still have a real comparable threshold with each other, which is pretty nice. They're really not that far off from each other. Here we go into some of the specs on the 1660 Ti that has been leaked out. Until the cards come out, it's not 100% confirmed, but through a few of the sources that I go through, these are usually pretty close. So they're expecting the cores to be 1536 on the cores, which you're going to be able to overclock them. You're probably going to be able to push them, maybe up into like the 1800 range on the core. That would be nice. I'm figuring you'd either be able to do a 100, anywhere between 150 to 300 overclock on this. So that's not bad. 6 gigabyte variants. I wish they would give an 8 gigabyte, but it looks like for the lower tier cards, they're not optioning anything more than a 6 gigabyte. It is what it is, right? A lot of these, it's only going to be taking, target wattage is around 120 watts. So, I mean, that's not really bad at all for power consumption. That means when you're mining on it, you're going to be able to drop the wattage. You'll probably be under 100 watts while mining. Yo, I like that. And then kind of going into leading up into my next one, which is another Zotac, of course. But this one is the 2060 series. Now, the reason why I keep saying I'm like a little tore up between the two is, let's see here, the CUDA cores start off at 1920 on the core instead of 1536. So this one's got a little bit of a better bump on it, which means that I'm going to be able to overclock this one even further. So that's why I was saying, it depends on where the actual price point is for the 1660. If you're only talking like $100 difference between the two cards, I'd rather get the 2060 series, better bang for my buck. Especially when the boost hertz on this is going to be 1800 on the boost. Gaming, that's going to be really nice. You're going to be able to turn your settings up really high on most of the games out there. And while mining, this should be pretty damn comparable to my 2070 series, if not a little bit better. But I'd like to see that. Either I'd like to find somebody that's already mining with one of these and gaming with them and see what their thoughts is on this. Otherwise, again, I'm tore up between the two cards. It kind of depends on the price point of the 1660 Ti, because it's just they both look like they're decent cards. And for this one's coming in at $369 for the overclocked variant. So again, it kind of just depends on where the 1660 Ti is. I mean, if it's $150 for the 1660 Ti, well, then that becomes a better deal. But with this, if it comes in at, let's say, $260 for the 1660, I'd rather get this bad boy. Game with this one, see how this one mines, do a little review on it, and if it's not up to my snuff, I can sell it. That's one thing I love about being able to buy hardware, is that if you're not happy with it, there's somebody out there that is in love with that card, and you'll be able to sell it off to the next guy. So with that, guys, what's your thoughts on the Zotac? Which one do you think would be the better deal? Drop a comment in down below. While you're down there, definitely, guys, smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, share these videos with everybody, and for sure, let me know what your thoughts are on the 1660 Ti. What do you think about those? And comparing it to the 2060 Zotac variant. Let me know. Drop some comments in down below. And of course, like always, I will see you on the next one.